Also say just the controlling aspect is a
Here we go, controlling.
huge part, and really even
What? She reaching shit. What?
Suggesting, like gently suggesting something, but knowing that there'll be a consequence.
What?
So
What? Oh my goodness. Gently suggesting something. Dude, look, this month, I make $500,000 a year. I'm disciplined. I work out. I travel. I take you on trips and vacations. I hug you. I kiss you when I fuck you. Now, this exclusivity looks like controlling. See, this is why you're not guaranteed exclusivity in today's marketplace for dating. This woman confirmed it. This woman said the same thing. All right, I'm going to just find 5 guys to complete one. Okay? That controlling thing, that ambition, that discipline looks like controlling. All right, so exclusivity is not guaranteed. They're not guaranteeing exclusivity. Now, they'll tell you, I don't cheat on you. Well, I don't cheat on you. I've never had sex with another man. That's not exclusivity. Sex is a component of exclusivity. What about all the private information you share about our household to the outside world? The internet, your parents, your siblings, your cousins, your fucking group chat, your neighbors, the moms, and that is not exclusive. You're sharing private details of our inner workings of our household to the outside world. What are they going to say? Well, I want to make sure I protect myself from being abused, so I got to run it through my panel of people who are going to make decisions for me because I'm ill-equipped to make them for myself. So I got to run them through my mother and my sisters and my cousin and my work friends and the bitches and the mommy and me stroller class and the bitches at the gym. That's not exclusivity. You're literally telling everybody our business. Next, work husbands, play cousins, homies that I went to school with, men on the roster, ex-boyfriends, baby daddies, ex-husbands, former boyfriends that they're trying to work out. This is not exclusivity. So they're not giving you exclusivity. They're not even giving you access to the things that they use to communicate, their most important device, which, if you want it or not, you can find out you're not exclusive at all based on what we just said. So they're not even giving you exclusivity. That's the most important component for me working hard and measuring up to the expectations of the average everyday woman. I can't even get exclusivity. What's the point? Why don't I just have a woman that is for these streets and give her a couple of dollars for her hands and her time, and then you can go off to whoever you want. Then I can invest a small amount, not tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars on a woman that won't give me exclusivity. So this is the problem. Let's go to the next video, and then the next point that I want to make that men are looking for, we're going to go to, where's the woman at? This woman. Do women expect too much? Let's start with this sister or mulatto or Latina right here.
I had to think about this. I said, okay, let me really break this down, right, in bullet points. I got to get all this straight in my head. All right, so women want a man to be attractive, tall, make 6 or 7 figures, even though most women do not make that themselves, right? Okay. While he's out here making all this money, all these 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 figures, he better be home in time to give all his attention and take her on all the dates, or else she'll cheat. Women want a man to call, but not too much.
Let me stop her there. I know there's a lot. She's going to say a whole bunch, but I want to talk about every point. You know what? Let me let the whole thing finish, and then we'll come back.
The dates, or else she'll cheat. Women want a man to call, but not too much. Text back, but don't text back too fast, because then he's like weird and he's a lame. And if he's nice, he's a lame. If he's mean, he's unattainable. He's a challenge, and then women want him, even if they will not admit it. I hear women say all the time, like, I just want my man to be honest. But when he's honest, they blow up, freak out, label him mean, toxic, abusive, and of course, a narcissist. Most women do not really want honesty. They want comfort. You want a man to tell you what you want to hear, not what's going to help you grow. And speaking of growth, try pointing out just one thing that she needs to work on, and you will see exactly why most women cannot take accountability for shit. You want a man to be emotionally available, but if he shows any emotion, then he's soft. You want him to lead, but when he does, now he's aggressive and controlling and abusive. You want him to initiate sex and affection, but when he does, you turn it down. But when he stops trying, then you say he's cheating or he's gay. Women want undivided attention, but if he gives it to you, then he's sucking the life out of you. He won't give you space. You can't breathe. He's lame and he's annoying. Then you turn around and cheat with the guy that's going to treat you like a whore and who looks at you as such. Women don't even realize the guy who's just trying to hit. They just look at the guy who's trying to build as the red flag. I'm confused. I don't think I will ever understand any of this. And I am a woman.
Yeah, well, welcome to our fucking world here. All right, welcome to our world here. And this is pretty right. This is pretty right. Most likely, generally. All right, you're generally. Anybody that thinks this is wrong, show me a marriage that this doesn't exist. You know, like this woman was saying the exact same thing. Well, I have the husband, but now that I have him, blah, 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 blah. He didn't do this, and he told me to wring out the sponge, and he was controlling. He tried to take away my shine. He tried to make me exclusive to him. He tried to corner me off and withdraw me from other people. The same thing they asked for is now controlling. All right, that's basically where it's going there. Okay, that control that he exhibited. Because let me just say this. I often say this. Any woman I invest in, I'm going to watch that investment. Like, I'm not going to let that investment out of my sight. Okay, I invest in the market. You think I'm going to not watch the investment? I'm going to watch it every day. Let me check on my money. But if I invest in a woman, I want them to do this and spoil me and trick me and take me out to restaurants and shopping. That's an investment, right? So says Anton Daniels. That's an investment. But I can't watch the investment? Bitch, where my investment going? Who you going with? Who's my investment going out with? Let me check in on you. My investment is doing what right now? What are you doing right now? Oh, this is controlling. This is too much. You're on me too much. It looks like you don't trust. Bitch, I don't trust investments. I watch investments. I've invested in you. I've given you something that you asked for, that you thought you wanted from a man. But you want to be the man to just give it to you and just go away and then come back. You get to come back in and get more investment. So men will watch the things they invest in. They will look, and let me pay close attention to make sure I'm using my money wisely. But then when you look and try to look at what they're doing, or this is too much. You don't trust me. You're insecure. No. The next thing men want, other than exclusivity, is insurance. Exclusivity, insurance. Men need to have insurance that they're not wasting their hard-earned money and time on something that is going to give them a negative return of their investment. So I need insurance. What does insurance look like in a relationship? We're not talking about what you're looking for outside of a relationship. Outside of a relationship, you're looking for peace and quiet and freedom. You're not getting it into a relationship. You're literally signing up for no peace. I need insurance. What does insurance look like? To make sure you're not fucking up my bag. To make sure you're not tricking off my pussy. To make sure you aren't. But they call that trust. Oh, you just need to trust that I wouldn't do it. Nope. No. There's no trust. Hey, I'm not just going to trust you with this amount of my investment. You don't have to look. You just have to believe that I won't do it. And I've never done it before. I'm never like that. But then, of course, they are. They've done it before. And then when you finally check on them, you're going to find that they're doing exactly what you were trying to protect yourself against. They're doing a version of it, meaning that they're sharing information about your household to other people. You're the fodder of the jokes of their family member. They're talking to a work husband, an ex-boyfriend. They've actually met with this person. You didn't know it. Now, the women are going to then say, well, what about when the men do it? Again, competing is not a good look in a relationship. if you want to ensure that your man is not doing these things, number one, why then do you have all these other expectations? We simply have a few expectations. You have thousands. Then you want to throw the two that I want from you onto the thousands of fucking things that I needed to be required to meet you. Right? I had to meet you at this level with all this other shit. Now you want to take the two that I want to? It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You can't take the two that I want. That's what I'm trading back from you. I become this so that you trade this back. You can't just put that shit on the stack of shit that I needed to get you. That's what you bring. I bring this, you bring that. Don't put that shit over in my fucking stack. Because what's the point? Why do I have to live up to that expectation and give you still all of this access to this? Nah, baby, that's not how it works. If you want this, you got to give me that. I'm not going to give you that and this and you give me just that back. Nope. So in that case, then you're going to have to bring even more. But I need exclusivity and insurance. If those don't exist, you don't get this. This is where men have to get. You don't get this if you can't get exclusive, if you can't guarantee exclusivity and insurance. That means share them locations. She's going to be like, what about your location? My location don't matter. Where's the location of the money you have access to? Where's the location of the house that you live in? Where's the location of the pillow you lay your head on? See, that's what I brought. Bitch, you don't get my location. If you want my location, bitch, you don't get the house or pay up half that mortgage or pay the whole mortgage if you want to or pay your own fucking mortgage. That's what you're getting. You can't just take what I'm getting. I'm trading. You're bartering. You don't get to just say if I ask for it, you get it back too. That's not how this works. Not if I'm bringing all this. Now, if we're in the equal partnership, go ahead. But because then I ask for it and you get offended, then you just want to ask for it too. Okay, I'll put that on the stack too. No, that's not how this works. So give me that location. And when I ask, what about this? Bitch, you have an answer. You don't get an attitude. If you cop an attitude, you find yourself by yourself. Simple. But you don't get to pick up over here and then mad when I question you. Bitch, where was you at noon? What do I see you doing? Why don't you trust me is not the final response. Bitch, you should be saying, I was at the ramen goddamn restaurant on my lunch break. That means you give me information back or you get none of this. So how do women counter this? Let me tell you this. What they will do is say, well, I'll go make my own money. Okay, take your ass over there. Then. Go make your own money. But you get no protection. No security and no entertainment from me. Period. Go make your own money. If you don't want to do this for guys, and you don't want to do this for your man who brought all of this shit to the table, go make your own money so you can be the boss. That's where women are struggling today. They cannot find the medium between what I'm saying and them being the boss. They can't find the medium. Because then it's all, controlling, emotionally controlling, financial control, financial abuse, toxic masculinity. Why do I got to bring all this shit and you can't even bring two things that I want without catching a funky ass attitude? We also want some punani on demand and command. I know that ain't going to work. That's why I be at the titty bar. That's why you don't get my location, because I'll be at the titty bar for that. Soon as you don't want me to squeeze your titty, then I'm going to go squeeze some titties. All right, that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm toxic like that. You don't want to give me, you don't want me to touch you? Fine, say less. All right, there's a woman over here that wants me to touch her, and it could be less for $40. It could be for $5.99 on OnlyFans. All right, it could be for $800 in Dubai. Somebody gonna let me touch her titties. All right, so I'm gonna go touch some other titties. I'm gonna just let you know. So you ain't never gonna tell me I can't touch on no titties. All right, as soon as you say that, somebody else is getting the titties touched. right there. It's gonna be out. It's gonna be a 40-year-old Asian woman in a massage parlor, somebody getting titties touched. It's gonna be a junior college girl. It's gonna be a young girl that's gonna fallen on hard times. Right there. All right. And so what the women will go is, well, if you're gonna do all of that, then what do I need you for? Great question. What do I need you for? I'll just be by myself. There's the door. Right? There's the door. If that's what you want, go be by yourself, baby. Hey, listen. Don't let me steal your shine. Go shine on your own. But what I know is 70-80% of women need a relationship, including the 40% of people that maintain their marriages and the rest of the women looking for some dumbass nigga to give up everything he has for nothing in return. All right, where they say, I ain't giving you nothing, but you're properly dismissed if that's not what you want to do. I'm not keeping you here. You know the deal. Now, you want to act like you don't want to do the deal and constantly trying to rip away your freedom. Well, you can be all the way free for me. Be all the way free. I ain't trying to keep you here, baby, by any means. I'm not trying to keep you down. Go grow and be the flower that grew from concrete if that's what you want to do. You know that ain't going to happen. They're going to jump right in the sack with another one of these guys and then end up unhappy about him being a controlling, narcissist, and abusive. So we already know they ain't going to find what they want. They're just going to have to settle for what they can get. Now, this is why I think, for most part, we just have an issue with relationships. In my opinion, there are some subpar men, bums. Then there are women that are not negotiating in good faith. They're literally asking you to bring a bunch of things. And I'm telling you, the laundry list is long. And then on the other hand, they don't bring anything that you want back. The things you want back, they're going to talk you out of. See, when are you going to trust me? Never. Okay, are you willing to deal with this? Well, I just have to feel like you can trust me. Why? So I can give you some rope to motherfucking hang me with? No, there's no trust. I don't trust my investments. Right here. I better trust them a bit, but I trust that I need to look at them. Well, that seems controlling and toxic. Okay, next. Next. I'm not going to work this hard to negotiate with somebody that doesn't bring in what I brought in. I'm not going to. Why work that hard? Why trade that for nothing in return? Or at least what I want in return. I don't need no time. I don't need you to hang out. I don't really need you to cook or clean. If you want to do that, fine. If that makes you feel like you have purpose with me, fine. Okay, but I can't have Rosalinda cook. I have a personal chef that cooks for me and prepares meals. I really don't need you for that. It's like, what? But this is where men are. This is where the conundrum is. And people want to know why relationships are in bad shape. It's because of this. Women expect way too much from men, and they're not willing to give what men want in return. Not what they want. They literally pick and choose what they want to give you. Well, I won't give you that. How about I give you this? Shout out to Caitlin, says, don't marry a woman who will divorce you. If she does, there goes your insurance. And by the way, you never heard of marriage insurance, have you? Why? Because it would bankrupt every insurance company overnight. No government name, RW.